Well, let's talk before we open it up to questions about your second company, Rodan and Fields. What is it? What do you do differently? And why do you start a second company when you don't need to?
Yeah, you know, I think when you've been bitten by that entrepreneurial bug and you've seen what you can do and you see how many people are impacted by your product, it's such an amazing feeling that you can't just go sit on the beach, even if it is with sunscreen and under an umbrella and all that stuff. It would be hard for me to fathom. My parents in their 80s still work full time. So we wanted to do something else. And we knew that that paradigm shift of taking medicines and medicating skincare to fix specific skin conditions applied to much more than just acne. It applies to a whole host of concerns that people have that, again, affect people's self-esteem. So there are needs, not wants. I think that's something important, and maybe in the questions will come up. And so we decided to start a second company called Rodan and Fields. And Rodan and Fields is, we have a number of different regimens, like Proactive is a product system. We have product systems that treat different problems like acne, rosacea, sun damage, sensitive skin, different problems there, pigmentation.
So you had other dermatological products that you wanted to launch. You were going to go a different channel. This wasn't for Guthrie Ranker. They're not involved in Rodan and Fields. And early on in Rodan and Fields, 6 months, what happens to the company?
So within 6 months of launching that, you know, because we'd had some success with Proactive, then the business community now knows who we are. So we launched Rodan and Fields in department stores. We were only in a couple of department stores, Fred Siegel down here in Los Angeles, Bergdorf Goodman in New York, and within 6 months, Estee Lauder found us and made us an offer and bought us. Okay, you'd think that was pretty great, right? Okay, well, we'll tell you more. But as it turns out, while they are wonderful people, terrific, ethical, awesome business people, it was not a good fit for us. And so we struggled in a retail channel for 4 years. Even though our products were selling well and in the category that we were in, they were selling well, we felt like we were just really prisoners of this glass counter in a department store. And recognized that most people were coming in to buy our Rodan and Fields product, which was now sold at about 30 or so Nordstrom and a lot of Macy's. They were buying it not because of the department store doing anything to advertise it at all, because they weren't, or really even Estee Lauder wasn't out there advertising it. It was because of word of mouth. And word of mouth is what sold Proactive. We knew that. We knew that it wasn't just the infomercial that sold Proactive. People would see it there, but then they'd go, you know, can you trust anything on an infomercial? And it would be talking to their best friend whose skin had changed, and they'd say, you gotta try this stuff, it's really good. That's what sold the product. And now we were seeing this again with Rodan and Fields, that it was a word of mouth type of business. So as we thought about it, what other industry really utilizes word of mouth to its greatest advantage? And that's the direct selling business. And the direct selling business is a business like Mary Kay, Amway, Herbalife, those type of businesses. And which also can have a little bit of a tainted reputation, just like infomercials did when we started doing those. And we thought this could be a really great model. So what we did was we went to Neutrogena, I'm not Neutrogena, going backwards, went to Estee Lauder and we said, listen, love you guys, but we don't think that this is really working out for us. We're not getting it into as many people's hands as we want to. We want to buy it back. And we bought the company back 2 years ago, and my husband runs that business, Rodan and Fields Dermatologist. It's a direct selling business, and it has been so awesome and so exciting to now sort of start this new venture as well, and still be working with Proactive. I just, you know, really feel blessed here.
And you still have your dermatology practice.
And I do,
so
that's
you've
true.
sort of got the best of all worlds. And so Rodan and Fields today, how many people working there, and because you've got the direct selling structure, how many sort of independent representatives?
So we have corporate offices are in San Francisco. We have about 40 people who work for us in our corporate office. And we have now, I think, about 12,000 or more maybe consultants. We call them consultants, our direct sales people throughout the country. And it's growing, and it's been very exciting. And you know, it's really been another dream come true, and we're really seeing great things out of it. Not only making a difference, again, with people's skin, their self-esteem, but even taking it a step further. And as having experienced the wonders and the awesomeness of being a successful entrepreneur, what this business is about is creating entrepreneurial opportunities for anybody else who wants them out there. You know, we provide the template, the business, the products, everything there, so that if somebody does want to join our organization as a direct selling person or a consultant, that it's all there for them, that they can take it and run with it without having to make really any significant investment.
It's, I was just thinking actually while you were saying that, that model works so well in Brazil, that network's already set up. That's the way most things are sold. And God bless them, Brazilians spend a disproportionate amount of money on beauty and health, and it's a great place to be, but I'm sure you're exploring all that. Questions? Let's open it up for Katie Rodan. Questions? I'll get this aisle. Who wants to start us off?